What up, peeps? Today we are going to be checking out something special. This is the trailer for Deadpool 3. Honestly, we haven't done a lot of trailer reactions on the channel throughout the history of the channel, really, but specifically recently, the only thing that comes to mind was the Avatar Last Airbender live action series, which I think we watched maybe a couple months ago. That looked good, but honestly, we don't do a whole lot of trailer reactions, but I'm really excited for this movie.
Just the fact that we're gonna have Hugh Jackman, Wolverine involved as well is just so exciting, and I can't wait.
Overall, for me, Marvel has been very miss lately. There's been a few hits. I really enjoyed Loki Season 2. I think it ended pretty solid. There were some moments throughout that I was like, okay, it kind of lingered a little bit, but overall I thought it was solid. Guardians 3 was great, but honestly, most things post Endgame have been misses, with like the exceptions of a few hits, like 3 or 4 hits. But I will say the one thing, besides I guess the idea of the eventual build up to Secret Wars, which for me is kind of an interesting thing because, you know, the build up to Infinity War and Endgame, I felt like it was like you were climbing a ladder. But like the idea of Secret Wars now is like, oh, we'll get there, but how are we gonna get there? For me, like, because of all those projects not even drawing my attention in anymore, there was a time where we never missed a single Marvel project. Now, I'll pass on several of them, to be honest. This is the one, though, that I've been circling in my mind. I cannot wait to see Ryan Reynolds take on the role of Deadpool yet again, because he was so fun. And now he's under Disney, which could be hit or miss, but I feel like they're gonna want him to like really lean into the character, specifically because I feel like, you know, they're kind of downward trajectory in terms of Marvel, if we're just being honest with ourselves. And I think, you know, if you recapture that spark that Ryan Reynolds captured in Deadpool, especially now with Hugh Jackman, that's just like a recipe for success, honestly. It's kind of hard to fuck up that recipe.
This is also gonna be rated R, right?
I'm pretty sure. That would be so stupid if they didn't do it. Like, I think they need to swerve more into that a little bit. Not like gratuitously, you don't need to make everything rated R, but if a project has a darker tone, like let's say a Blade, it's about like, you know, the subject matter about killing vampires. You gotta kind of keep it that way. And with Ryan Reynolds, if you give us a watered down version of Deadpool, that is not going to be good for anybody, I don't think. And honestly, I don't think Ryan Reynolds would even sign up for that, because there was that whole thing that they did with like the iteration of Deadpool in Wolverine Origins, where he was like this weird hybrid. I mean, he made fun of it himself. Like, he went and killed himself at the end of Deadpool. But from what I've heard, somewhat leakish, maybe, possibly. I'm not trying to spoil it too much. But if you don't want to hear anything, click off. But I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be like a big step towards Secret Wars. And I think I also heard that Owen Wilson is supposed to be in this, and we know that he plays Mobius.
Yes.
So I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of TVA connection to this as well.
That's fun.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay.
Looks like they brought the whole gang back.
For sure.
His
But I'm
hair.
happy.
We recognize her from
Because
Firefly
each
now.
and
We
every
hadn't
one
seen
of
it before these
I'm the
Deadpools.
luckiest man alive.
Inara.
Wade Wilson?
Who's asking?
TVA.
TVA! I got so excited.
Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friend, but it is for Disney.
I already love it.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me.
TVA! That's so weird to see him there.
You are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
Whoa.
You can use them now.
Stepping in, Sensei.
Which era of the TVA is this?
Cinematic universe is about to change forever.
Let's see.
Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
Oh my gosh. You smacked his own
I know
ass.
it's... Wow.
God, please! Oh my fuck! God, I love this part. Wait!
Show us Hugh.
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
And Wolverine. So that's the title of the movie.
Oh.
July 26th. So, definitely a teaser. Didn't show too much. Mostly Deadpool. I feel like a lot of people have seen the pictures of Hugh Jackman in the yellow suit. What we haven't seen yet, unless like there is some concept art out there. I don't know if it's concept art or it's official art that's been leaked, but there is a picture out there of Hugh Jackman with like the stereotypical Wolverine appearance. I think it's from the comics, but it definitely was in the 1990s animated cartoon of X-Men.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think the TVA was really interesting. It's I mean, because it's like a weird crossover. I mean, it's not a weird crossover, obviously, but like, you know, for us to go from like the first Deadpool to this, it's like, whoa, TVA. Yeah. But then like to see him kind of like poke fun at it was hilarious.
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot, just a tease, but you know, that little moment before they took off his wig and they threw him through the dang portal. That it's new for Disney. Anyway, so I'm really excited. Just by that little snippet, I feel like they're trying to convey to the audience that this is the same old Deadpool.
Yeah.
And that it's not gonna be a watered down version of that. At least that's my hope. This is the only Marvel movie coming out this year, like MCU project. And I know a lot of people think, okay, maybe they should cut down, maybe it should be quality over quantity. I think at the end of the day, just tell good stories, have compelling characters, and actually progress the plot. Because I feel, and also, this might be just fan service, but I don't think so for building to something. You need that connective tissue, which I feel like pretty much a lot of things since Endgame have lacked. I don't think there is a lot of connective tissue putting everything together, you know? And you know, a lot of people could also say that in the first 1 or 2 phases of Marvel, it was kind of like, okay, we were making these individual projects and then they kind of like, okay, how could we weave a thread and really connect everything to one thing? I get that, but I feel like once you establish how you do proceed in like this franchise, the MCU, you kind of need to keep doing that going forward because a lot of people are gonna kind of expect that, while also still telling good stories. With all that being said though, really looking forward to this project. We're not gonna wait to react to it on the channel just because I wanna watch it so badly.
Yeah.
That's actually gonna be a movie that I'm going to actively seek out, like first day tickets. Like those pre-shows on Thursday nights, we're gonna be there watching Deadpool, which I don't think we've been like that since the last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But it used to be every single project. Like I said before this, that was like almost like a routine for us. Like, okay, next Marvel project's coming out, let's get day 1 tickets. And it's kind of faded in recent years, but not with this movie.
I know. This is making me really hyped for it. I'm excited.